Welcome back to Fallout New California. We're doing the co-op scenario called New California. We're up against the Enclave, and we've already found Vault 84, which is a side quest. Crack it open, that's out. We also have the Welcome to New California staged quest, which takes place up in Arroyo, where the Wastelander is. And so we're going to start off with the Wastelander again. The first thing the Wastelander is going to do for her first action, she's well rested now. She is going to try once more to look, if we look at the Welcome to New California, she's going to visit Arroyo and hear them out. She's going to go talk to them again. It's a quest action. She needs 3 successes. Charisma would give her a reroll, but she doesn't have any charisma. But she's well rested, so she could get 1 reroll from that. So let's get out the dice tray and see if she can finally complete that part of the quest. Alright, let's hope she has some luck and gets 3 successes. Come on. And, oh wow, so this time she didn't even need her well-rested reroll. She's got 2, 3, 4 successes. Wow, incredible. So she does complete that quest. Alright, so we're going to take a look at the card and we're going to see what it says. Alright, so she completes it. So she got 3 successes. That was her first action, quest action, and it says stage 185. So we're going to have a look at that card here in a minute. Draw and resolve one of the multiple cards of 244, and then trash this. Alright, let's stage 185 first, and we'll have a look at it. Alright, the future of all mankind. Nothing ominous there. The village elder of Arroyo is looking to acquire an object known as the Geck, a Garden of Eden creation kit, in order to combat the drought. So, 2 options. We can search for information about the Geck in New California Republic, which is at the bottom of the map. We have to go there. We need 4 successes, perception and charisma check for 4, and then we do a bunch of things, which we don't have to worry about right now. And the second option is buy a round of drinks at the Rawhide Saloon in New California Republic. Spend 3 caps. Wow. Okay. So to progress the story, so we're going to move, wow, that would actually move our star down. Ooh, which is how we win the game. So it looks like somebody needs to get all the way down to New California Republic. Wow, that's going to be a tough go. Alright, now the next part is to resolve 244. So we're going to take a look at that. Okay, so I backed the camera out a little bit. So we're going to draw and resolve 244. There's 3 244 cards. I'm just going to shuffle them and I'm going to grab one. And I do believe you immediately resolve it. It doesn't go into the settlement deck as per normal, because it would say stage if that was the case. So because it says draw and resolve, we're going to resolve it. So these 2, of course, will go back to the deck. So let's take a closer look at this one. It probably has some text, some options, so we'll get right to it. Okay, so here's the 244 card we selected. It says you feel as though you need a new perspective on life and look to people of the wasteland to provide it for you. Perhaps by involving yourself in their problems, yours will feel less insurmountable. So there's a couple options on this card. The first one is work for others to better yourself. That sounds like an altruistic thing to do. Let's now take a look at the second option. And the second option here is offer your services to those who can pay. Well, we've already had our Wastelander hunting down bugs for the Arroyo tribals for caps, so this seems like the most logical one for her. So she's going to offer her services to those who can pay. So let's have a look and see what that says. A few caps come your way just for hearing out a potential client. So we get 1 cap. Alright, so she's going to go back up to 3 caps. Stage 234 and trash this. So we're going to have stage 234. Alright, so once again, this is a staged card, so we're not going to hide any of the information on it. Staged cards I'm going to have open. Encounter cards, though, we will look at the options individually and have the results hidden. So this one here says your patriotic duty. The Brotherhood of Steel is moving something across the wasteland, something big. Rumors are that it has come from the Citadel in the capital wasteland. Whatever it is, they've deemed it valuable enough to have decoy caravans. So our two options: we can help the Brotherhood escort the precious cargo. It'd be a quest action, any level 1 to 4 wasteland or settlement. Draw and fight a mutated creature, then a raider. Kill both to succeed. Wow, that's tough. But we get an agenda card, which, yeah, would be good. Or the other option is you're sure the Brotherhood technology will sell well to the right buyer. You think that an ambush is in order. So we can ambush them or help them. So if we ambush them, any level 1 to 3 wasteland or settlement, spend 1 additional action. So we have to spend 2 actions, and we have to get 5 successes, but we can reroll on strength, perception, agility, and luck. That would mean 2 rerolls for Wastelander and 2 rerolls for our Enclave Deserter. Also get an agenda card. So that's available. I have to think about whether we want to try that. Yeah, boy, I don't know. And continue on. So that was our first action for the Wastelander, taking a long time. Let's see what she wants to do for her second action. Alright, so our Wastelander way up in the north in Arroyo is going to do a settlement encounter. She's on a settlement, so she did a quest encounter, which you could do multiple, and now she's going to do a settlement encounter. So let's take a look at her settlement card and have her resolve it. Alright, so we took the top card off the settlement encounter deck, and it says, a handsome young man winks at you. What do you say? Want to sample some of the wares? He extends his hand, and in his palm is a syringe. Oh, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Our Wastelander's a little bit more wily than that. So we can try the chems. We have to do endurance, 4 successes. We don't have an endurance reroll. And let's take a look at the other option. Or we can just say, you know what, no thanks, mister, we're not interested in your drugs. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to turn them down. And that means we continue going along. He shrugs and goes looking for his next potential victim. I mean customer. Alright, what can we do then? Well, we can shop level. So we can buy 1 thing or sell 1 thing. Let's take a look at the shop. She has 3 caps. Okay, so we're only able to shop once, which means we can either sell 1 item or buy 1 item. And when you shop, you flip over the left, a card to the leftmost. So we flipped over a cryo grenade. And the cryo grenade says, during your turn you may discard this card. If you do, an enemy in your space and each adjacent space becomes inactive. No effect on stars and shield enemies. Okay, well, she only has 3 caps. She's not idolized. The only thing she can buy is the bear trap. And hey, she's a Wastelander. Of course she's going to take the bear trap. Whoops, as I flip the card around. The bear trap, if it'll focus, I don't think it's going to focus. The bear trap is basically, during your turn, exhaust to place an unused quest marker on your space and on this card. When an enemy moves into the marked space, kill that enemy, then discard this card. This card cannot be exhausted. Wow, that is really cool. So she's going to spend all of her caps for that awesome bear trap. I'm going to add it to her inventory. Alright, so I've added the bear trap to her inventory. I'm going to use the star tokens here to indicate the bear trap. So we're going to put a couple of them on there so she can set it in a location. I don't think it costs an action. During your turn, exhaust. Yeah, so she can set it whenever, but she's in Arroyo. She's probably not going to set it there. That's going to be the end of our Wastelander's turn, which took a long, long time. Up next is going to be the Enclave Deserter for 2 actions, and then I think we're going to do the end of turn, and that's probably going to be our episode for today. It's taking quite a long time. So let's get to the Enclave Deserter for his 2 actions, see what he wants to do. He's also well rested. Alright, so our Enclave Deserter doesn't like the fact that there's an Enclave member hunting him down there, but I think he's going to do a move action first. Going to give him 2 moves. Does he want to do that? Ooh, I was thinking he could take out the Rad Scorpion. And I think he will do that. He's going to do a movement first, so he's going to using 1 of his 2 movements to move here. The Rad Scorpion immediately attacks him. He's only at 1st level. but he's aggressive, so it's not going to cost an action to attack the Rad Scorpion. This will level up our Enclave Deserter. So let's get out the dice tray and roll them up. We need arms and legs and only one hit. Alright, arms and legs and one hit. He's well rested, so he could re-roll a die, but see if he needs to. Oh man, that's an awful lot of hits. He's got what he needs. He's got, wow, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. He's going to re-roll this one. Oh, that's body shots. Oh, arms. No, he's got the one hit. So he's going to re-roll the one die with his well rested. So he's going to spend his well rested token, and because we don't want 2 hits. And we end up with 2 hits anyway. What a waste of well-rested. Oh, wow! Well, the Rad Scorpion has been squished, like the bug it is, but it looks like our Enclave Soldiers Deserter here is going to take a bunch of damage. Let's get to his area and process this. Well, I gotta say, that did not go as planned. That Rad Scorpion was one tough SOB. Okay, well, we have to take our lumps first. We took 1, 2, 3, 4 hits from the Rad Scorpion. We're going to block 1 hit because we have advanced power armor. 3 hits, it's first level, so we take 3 damage. So that's not the end of the world, but it's pretty nasty. 1, 2, 3, we're going down to 13 hit points. And now we did wipe it out, no problem there. We only needed 1 hit, legs and arms. We got 2 hits basically, so it is killed. We get 1 experience, but because he has advanced power armor, when you kill an enemy, gain an additional XP. He's going to get 2 experience for killing the Rad Scorpion. So the first one is 1, 2 experience. There we go. He's going to level up. Didn't drop any loot or anything. It just goes away. Another thing killed. But we're going to level up our Enclave's Deserter. So 2 out of the bag, and we're going to see which 2 we get. So the dice are resolved. Get rid of them. And he's got 2, and the 2 he gets are endurance and luck. I think I'm going to go ahead, take endurance. Alright, the luck goes back in the bag. It's leveled up. So that was his first move. He still has another movement. Then he has another action. So let's get back to the board, see what he wants to do. Alright, well, he's only moved 1 space. The Rad Scorpion attacked him because it was aggressive, so he didn't have to spend an action to do it. So he has 1 movement point left and an action left. With his action, he's going to search here on the space with the Bounty Hunter. And, ooh, okay, we get this tile here. Now he can place the Bounty Hunter wherever he wants. He's going to place the Bounty Hunter down here in this location. But we do have a robot. Oh, and we also have to replace the squished bug. So face down goes the squished bug on this spot. And we now get a face-up robot in this location. And we get, holy man, we get a sentry bot. Level 3, ranged and aggressive. Yeah, if you've played the computer game, you know these guys are not fun. Alright. Our Enclave Deserter has 1 movement point left, and I do believe he's going to try and get out of this guy's way. So he's just going to move, I think, 1 space back. Where does he want to go? Yeah, he's going to move 1 space back here, just in case robots activate. We don't really want that robot in our face when we're this weak. Okay. And that's going to be basically the end of the Enclave Soldier's turn. I'm going to check the time and see if we're going to wrap it up for today. But of course, before we wrap up, we need to draw an agenda card and see which monsters are going to be moving on the board. So, top agenda card, and at the bottom we just have the symbol for the radiated creatures, of which we have none. We have robots, we have bug monsters, we have a raider, and so that means no movement for any of the critters on the board. And so I think I'm going to leave it off there. I think maybe a plan would be for our Wastelander, who has the bear trap, try and take out that sentry bot. That is absolutely brutal. We don't want to have to tangle with that. We're going to have to get all the way down here if we want to get to New California Republic and continue with our quest items here. Continue with the game. So far, the Enclave is one space down the track ahead of us. We're the star player, I guess, in this. And yeah, this is going to be a tough go. We have to get agenda cards. And we have agenda cards through the Vault 84 quest and through your patriotic duty helping out the Brotherhood. So there's a way for us to get agenda cards. We're going to have to think about that. But I'm going to leave it off here for today. We're just about at the 20-minute mark. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, likes. This is Fallout New California, the co-op scenario called New California. We have the Wastelander and the Enclave Deserter taking on the Enclave. Can we defeat them? Or are they going to just take over this section of the wasteland? I don't know. I guess we'll find out in future episodes. Thanks so much, and we'll see you then.